All right, and we are back. 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 Welcome. All right, and we are back. And yes, we are talking about the Browns game that happened today. All right, come on, Browns. We need this touchdown. Come the on. There we go. There we go. There we go. The one where we lost because our kicker, which let's talk about this. We should not know who the kickers are. We shouldn't be thinking about kickers in the game. Kickers should not be a thought in a real fan's mind for real. Like, they should just be out there making the kicks and that's it. You go out there, you make the kick, you go back. It's like automatic extra points. The team shouldn't even have to think about it. Of course we have to think about it. I made some references today. I'm gonna try to include some footage here of how I felt during the game. I'm talking about right there. Every year, the Browns either have a great offense and a bad defense, or a great defense and a trash offense. And I'm calling it right now. We're in the bad defense year. How would I ever think my boy Myles Garrett was doing me wrong? But yeah, guys, it wasn't the most pleasant time. The offense looked nice in moments, looked really nice in moments. Even offensively, like interfering on yourself. How do you do offensive interference on yourself, guys? The defense started off a little rough, but then it started looking more crisp and clean. We were doing our thing. We had some great stops, at the line. Go down, they shoot the gap, slip right by. Nobody even looks back behind them. They just go straight for the gap because they think it's going to be a run play. Meanwhile, they actually threw. We prevented them from scoring and continuing on at points. I really just gave them the easiest second touchdown they could have possibly asked for. But then we couldn't do what we really needed to do, which was continue to use that momentum to score. And I felt like the momentum kept falling off the moment the kicker stopped actually making the kicks. We make the first kick, it goes in, bam, 7-7 game. They start off with the ball, we got the ball second. But then we go and we actually are able to get back into the red zone. We hit we go, it's 14-10 at that point. And then we actually score again. And then we get 16-10, but right before, then we couldn't finish it off with another, a point after. And then again, 16-17 at this point. We can't make the final field goal to, go up by 3. Come on. What's happening? It was a 36-yard field goal, ladies and gentlemen. How does a professional kicker miss a 36-yard field goal after missing a 30-yard field goal for the extra point? You missed 2 field goals in a row. I shouldn't know that. We should not hear about that. A professional kicker shouldn't be doing that. I'm sorry to tell you this. I don't know. It's not even like the weather conditions were crazy. It's this clear sunny day in Cleveland, Ohio, bro. You got to make those kicks. How their kicker was able to make kicks, you got to make the kicks. They're all competing in the same area here. How come they can make the kicks and you can't? Okay. Jerry Jeudy, obviously we had some great moments, but he did drop some major ones there. Flacco, I liked how he played at the beginning of the game, especially. Felt like he came out there really leading and being poised and just really controlling the offense, using what the defense gave him, making a pass. I don't even think he missed a pass or had a drop pass until the second quarter. Kind of crazy, bro. It's just slinging it out there and doing his thing. So shout outs to Joe Flacco. That's first and foremost. Again, shout out to We need more David Njoku plays. I'm sorry to tell you this, but yeah, we need more Njoku because he's honestly one of the best things we have. Myles Garrett, obviously Myles Garrett had himself a nice game, but he does still have that issue where he jumps a lot for the offense, like whenever they're doing their play snaps. If Myles Garrett didn't jump so often, he would probably be the most perfect football player you could ever ask for. He's got like the strength of Aaron Donald, the speed of a freaking, I don't know whose name, like Lamar Jackson almost. Like, it's just incredible to be that big, that fast, that strong. Being able to maneuver your body the way you do, to get around freaking offensive linemen to get the sacks that you be getting. The only thing is, he just, like, every once in a while they'll be like, said, hut, and then he would have jumped a whole foot. He's already a foot over the line trying to, beat his guy. And it's like, I get what you're doing, but buddy, I don't know. I feel like you might just be fast enough to be like, you know what? As soon as he lifts his hands up for real, I'm going after him. Like, I don't think you need to listen to the play call to outmaneuver your guy. Now, I'm not a professional football player, but I see Myles Garrett and I see a guy who could easily, the moment somebody raises their hand up, he comes out and does his thing, versus listening to the snap call and like the actual snap and then going for it. He's gonna beat his guy either way. Maybe this is what shaves off a couple of seconds for him, and that does actually make a difference, but I don't know. Again, that might just be me. Real professional people, comment down below how you feel about that. But yeah, it feels like for the Browns, it's always either the good quarterback, or either have a good offense or a bad defense, good offense, whatever, bad offense, good defense. You know what I'm trying to say. Today's special teams failed us. Special teams completely failed us today. I want to blame the kicker. Again, we lost by 1 point in a game where he missed 2 kicks. One of them was for an extra point, which would have won. Another one, which was for 3 points, which we also could have won the game with. Like, we could have won the game with the momentum of him making that extra point kick. But to not do that and then to miss a 36-yard field goal attempt for the win, actually insane. So welcome to, if you're new around here, you're not a Browns fan, then hey, you probably had a decent Sunday. If you are a Browns fan, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you today. This is a home opener. Again, we're gonna get a lot of criticism on ESPN because the Shador thing is happening right now. So until Shador plays, the ESPN is going to talk about why Shador should be playing over Joe Flacco. So get ready for that. Even though Joe didn't play bad today, Joe didn't have a bad game. Obviously, you can't expect him to hit every 99-yard, freaking touchdown at the end of the game, because we're back down to the 1 yard line. So now you got to throw 99 yards for us to win with what was that, like 40 seconds left? 40 seconds and no field or no timeouts. Go ahead and win it for us, Joe. We're at the 1 yard line. Not their 1 yard line. We're at our 1 yard line. We got 99 yards to go. Go ahead and do it for us, Joe. That's what they said. So it's a tough one. Again, more Jared Jeudy has some good moments, but he did drop. David Njoku needs more plays set out for him. Our running situation isn't the best, but it's not terrible. It's hard to replace a guy like Nick Chubb, but they're trying to do it with a team effort, and I can see where it's going. Our offensive line, we did have one of our offensive linemen out with an eye injury, so that probably also messed us up a little bit, but I can't blame anything for the loss except for our kicker. It was our kicker's fault, in my opinion. Now, obviously, Joe had 2 interceptions. Got to work on that, but they were no. That last one was a little aggravating because that was a late game interception. I can't even really let that one slide as much. That first one, you know, whatever. I'm gonna let that one slide. But that second one, we needed that to be in a moment. Oh wait, that wasn't even Joe's fault. I had to rethink. That wasn't actually Joe's fault. He threw it, the guy caught it, it bounced out of his hand because he didn't catch it properly, and then it got intercepted while it was still in the air. The guy was trying to fumble with it. So, okay, I can't even really blame Joe for that one. Guys, you gotta make those catches, you know? So yeah, the turnovers, I can't really fault Joe too much on that. We still had opportunities to win even after the turnovers, both of them. So we really got to blame that kicker, because the biggest opportunity we had to win, with or without that interception, if we would have had that extra 3 points, I guarantee we still would have won that game. So Browns versus Bengals, Battle of Ohio. How did it go, you ask? Not great, guys. I'm a Browns fan, so this didn't go great for me. I like winning the Battle of Ohio, believe it or not. I don't like losing. Believe it or not, the fans like to see the team win. Oh my gosh. Crazy concept. The fans want the team to win. Crazy. What's happening though? Welcome to being a Browns fan. So I told myself I was gonna do this, you know, this reviewing. So far I am in pain and misery internally, and I hope that you guys are feeling better. I hope seeing this in me may have made you feel a little bit better. So if you made it this far, especially if you're a Browns fan, I want to say thank you. I love you. Bye.